Hi guys, welcome to my fall 2018 living room tour. I've decided to break this into pieces just because I didn't want it to get too long as I go into depth about my decorating decisions. I'm starting here on the front porch just because my front door is painted on both sides, so it kind of works as a 2-for-1 piece inside and outside. Here on the front door I've got this gorgeous wreath I bought at a new discovery for me in my city. It's the Emporium. They've got all kinds of vintage finds, unique DIY sort of pieces that their vendors make. And this has got all kinds of fall foliage and magnolia leaves, and I just love it. It's my favorite purchase this season for sure. And as we step into my foyer, here straight across from the front door, I've got this gigantic mirror just leaned against the wall. This was actually a salvage find of our own. My husband saw the restaurant near his job was being remodeled, and these mirrors that used to sit above the booths were being hauled out, so he asked the construction guys, what do they plan to do with them, and can we have one? And they say yes. So we used the Bungie app. It's kind of like Uber but for pickup trucks, and we get it hauled here. So now I've got this at least 10-foot tall mirror for the low cost of about $30. I love it. I'll probably keep it forever. So as you pan around to the right here, you can see this great staircase. Ignore the things on the landing. That's from a project I've got going on upstairs. I just need to run all that to the basement. But yeah, I got this great staircase with this wrought iron spindles and wood banister. It looks really great when I dress it up for the holidays. I love it. Here's an overview of my foyer area of my living room. I live in an American Foursquare, which is over 100 years old, but at some point in the 1950s, someone decided to add ice block windows. I hate them. So I've just covered them up with these pair of curtains from IKEA. It was really hard to find curtain rods that were less than 12 inches long, so I just rigged up these magnetic ones, but it gets the job done and they look great. Now let's talk decor. Here in the back I've got these 3 feather art prints from Target's Threshold line. It's got these great kind of gray washed frames. On the left side I've got 2 vases from Hobby Lobby. The taller one has a floral stem of cotton that I also got from Hobby Lobby, and the bottom's just filled with a seasonal pumpkin spice potpourri. The smaller vase, I've got a entire arrangement from Target's Threshold line. Just the vase and all I stuck into the bigger vase, and it wasn't beefed up enough for me. I really like my foliage to be full and luxe, so I added in 2 more stems of forsythia from the Dollar Tree. And I've just got this small little pumpkin that's also from Target. It was a dollar spot find. I really like the texture on it. It's like a sweater knit. Really pretty. The squirrel is from Home Goods, and the storage book boxes are also from Home Goods. On the right side I've got these 2 mercury glass pillars. I bought them at Marshall's. One of them has a bit of damage on the back corner, so I got a really good deal on them, and I've just stacked on top some plain clear glass cylinders with a bit of white sand and LED candles from the Dollar Tree. And in front of those I've got just one more pumpkin from Target. It's more of a herringbone type pattern texture. Ooh, and as I see now, we can definitely put a fresh coat of paint on this thing. Don't you just love when you see in pictures things you don't really notice or pay attention in real life? Oh well, we'll put it on the project list. And here's where we take off our shoes when we first enter to keep our floors clean. The top drawers, a space we throw our keys, dog leashes, things like that. And it's the Jimenez shoe cabinet from IKEA. Up top I've got this kind of whitewashed distressed art print. It says always stay humble and kind, like the song lyric. On the left I've got this Target dollar spot vase with the copper handle, and inside I've just got this DIY floral I made. I just literally walked down the fall aisle in Dollar Tree and grabbed everything, 2 or 3 of. So it's really full. It's got everything in it, from leaves to pumpkins and berries and sunflowers, chrysanthemums, just everything fall thrown in there. I love it. And in the bottom I've stuffed some fall leaf garland, also from Dollar Tree. Here I've got this glass pumpkin I just found from Walmart last year. Funny story, this used to have snack-sized candies in it, but that just proved too tempting for my family. We flew through those things, so I just refilled it with a pack or 2 of IKEA cookies. They're still good, but a lot less tempting. We'll just sweep past the front door in this pan around to the rest of my living room. There's no TV down here. We have a second area that does have a TV, but this space we mostly use just for conversation. We read, we play board games, just lounge. It's good for all of those things. I've got another pair of the IKEA Linda curtains on a mercury glass rod from Target. And below that I've got this sofa I got from West Elm. I love it. It's in this gray linen. It's a style that can go contemporary. It's not your rolled arm trend traditional, so it's kind of somewhere in the middle, transitional style. I will probably just reupholster and refill the down on this whenever the fabric is finally had enough. This is another piece in my home I'll probably keep for a lifetime. So let's get in here for this textile tour, I guess. So these are Billy bookcases from IKEA with Oxburg doors. I did choose to have The taller ones have some glass so you can see into them, because believe me, they are chock full of books and board games, and just we don't need to see all of that, but I've chosen some of the things I think look good or speak to who we are as a family and individuals to have displayed up here. I do think it's really important to have personal things in your decor and not just a bunch of things you shopped from stores. So I'll go into each cubby and tell you more about who we are. So up here on the left, we'll start. There's a bunch of graphic novels. They're my husband's, but everyone in this house is really into anime and manga. Next to that is just a mercury glass votive from the Target dollar spot. In this next section, we have a Target hourglass. I kept it in the box because I think the black velvet that's lining it is really lush and provides good contrast to the white bookcase. In front of that, I've got an IKEA vase with reed diffusers filling it, a Target mercury glass vase that was from the dollar spot with Dollar Tree peonies, and behind those, a cement Buddha statue. He's holding a candle. I found him from Marshall's years ago. He was originally just plain concrete, but I painted him black. The personal detail here is, fun fact, my nickname growing up was Buddha. My mom still calls me it, and sometimes my sisters still do too. On the bottom shelf, we've just got more manga and this clear glass hurricane with an orange seasonal candle pillar in it. On the right, I've got this Walmart frame. It was originally just a plain picture frame. I painted it white and spray painted looking glass spray on the glass part to make it mirror. I've just layered them in the back for some texture and contrast. I've got a Walmart pumpkin bowl. I don't like to just use things as they're prescribed meaning. I mean, I don't really eat soup, and I didn't have 8 pieces for my huge dining set, so I just bought what they had, the one set, and I use them as decor boxes. Here I've got my senior mug. It's got all my graduating class members on the back and my class year, so that's the personal item there. The middle shelf is just filled with a bunch of King and Kuntz novels. They're kind of my junk food reading obsession. Up top we've got these chunky, they look like vases. They're actually candles, if I can angle in so you can see. I've never burned them. I have a real problem with just amassing candles and never ever burning them. Does anyone else do that? Comment below. And this little white dog tray is supposed to be a jewelry holder, but instead of rings, I've just put lots of pins from anniversaries and work accomplishments from both me and my husband's jobs. Here on the mid piece, I've got a gray simple bowl from Target with just basic fillers in there, and then a second pack of seasonal potpourri. It's got leaves and berries, and it smells really good. Across the back wall, I've got these butterflies. They're a DIY. I took IKEA Versarum frames and the length that I trimmed from my Linda curtains behind my sofa, set as a background for a bit of that canvas texture, and then I just glued Dollar Tree butterflies on top. So I'm in on these about $2 per frame, 3 times, $6 for this whole back wall decor, and it looks original and unique to my house, and you can make them whatever colors you want. I just think they're super cute. And here's just the serving version of the Walmart bowls I had earlier. Another storage box. Gotta love those off-label uses. On the right, I've got this Home Goods glass pumpkin with the kind of vintage brass curly stem. toy elephant, just for some whimsy, I guess. And this threshold lamp. Fun fact, I just broke an identical version and ran out to get a new one. Maybe I should get another one just to keep on hand and in the box in case anything ever happens to this. I definitely love it. It's my favorite. I want to have it forever. On this right side, we've got a bunch of kids' books. I mean, just the gamut. Everything from Amelia Bedelia and Diary of a Wimpy Kid to Roald Dahl and those kids' classics like Jungle Book. Just a bunch of stuff. I won't do a book tour, like I said. It's not that kind of video. Then I've got just a Dollar Tree ceramic ampersand and Dollar Tree florals with rocks in a vase. And here's a trick. If you have more like cheap chintzy decor, putting things behind glass just instantly is a way to elevate them and make them look more expensive and important. The glass just adds the shine and everything feels super fancy. There's another DIY Target Dollar Spot collaboration floral and a Target Chinese lion statue. I got that years ago. And behind those, probably the least expensive, most sentimental thing in my entire house. It's a candle I made with my sister for my son's baby shower. It's just got these stationary rub-on transfers of different words and sentiments like family and little one and blessing and memories. And I mean, I can explain the sentiment behind it in a separate video, but it's really personal and I will definitely keep it forever. On this middle shelf, we've just got some of our more pretty children's books. So most of the Lemony Snicket series of Unfortunate Events and the 3 Harry Potter illustrated books live here. The bottom left shelf, we've just got another one of those Walmart DIY frames and pumpkin, a Target Dollar Spot candle, and this mug was made for my husband. My son made it for Father's Day as a gift for him. So on the side it's got his name and his age printed, and then the front is just one of his arts that this company, I believe it's Square Art or something like that, just prints for you, I guess. We do a lot of writing, so pen cups are pretty much a thing in every room. I don't ever want to be too far from being able to jot things down. Here in this middle section on the right, I've got just this art print from a Target Dollar Spot. It's kind of floating in this brass frame. It says, "Hello, gorgeous." It's got florals. In front of that, there's this ornament actually. I just took a pair of needle nose pliers and I snapped off the ornament part of it, and now I can use it year round and it looks really pretty. Just a bit of metallic to throw around the room. And I've got another Target Dollar Spot candle with 2 wicks. And this old beast of a camera is actually my husband's. He's an amateur photographer, that's his hobby, so that was the first real camera he ever owned. So we like to keep it around and look at it. Not so much used anymore. I think most phones have better resolution than that thing. On the bottom shelf, just more books. I don't even know what the theme is there. Don't ask. Here on the right, I've got these 2 empty frames. I don't know what to put in. I'm not big on family photos, but maybe. And then these baskets, they're actually a recent addition. They've worked really well so far though. We just tidy up at the end of every night. Everyone has their own basket and we just put things that need to be run. When your basket fills up, you just pick it up. Here's me trying and failing to pick it up. Do it for the lulz. You know, I did think about editing this part out, but we keep it real on this channel, so it stays. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the tour. Thumbs up if you did. Thanks for coming by. I'll see you in the next one.